Hello, students, and welcome to English 2025 Solve Paper CBSE Class 10 with me, Kunal Kohli. Let's start with Section A, Question 1. Cinnamon is a spice obtained from the inner bark of several tree spices from the genus Cinnamomum. Cinnamon is made by cutting the stems of cinnamon trees. The inner bark is then extracted and the woody parts removed. When it dries, it forms strips that curl into rolls called cinnamon sticks. These sticks can be ground to form cinnamon powder. The spice, consisting of the dried inner bark, is brown in color and has a delicately fragrant aroma and a warm, sweet flavor. The distinct aroma and flavor of cinnamon derive from its essential oil and principal component, cinnamaldehyde, as well as numerous other constituents, including eugenol. 2. There are two main types of cinnamon, cassia and Ceylon. The two have different nutritional profiles. Ceylon cinnamon comes from Sri Lanka. Some people call it Otru cinnamon. Cassia cinnamon, on the other hand, originates from southern China. Cassia is cheaper than Ceylon cinnamon. Cassia cinnamon has a robust, rich, somewhat bitter flavor, while Ceylon is sweeter and lighter in flavor. 3. Cinnamon was once more valuable than gold. In Egypt, it was sought for embalming and religious practices. In medieval Europe, it was used for religious rites and as a flavoring agent. Later, it was the most profitable spice in the Dutch East India Company trade. 4. Cinnamon is widely used as an aromatic condiment and flavoring additive in a wide variety of cuisines, sweet and savory dishes, breakfast cereals, snack foods, bagels, teas, hot chocolate, and traditional foods. 5. Cinnamon is a spice that has been prized for its medicinal properties for thousands of years. In recent years, modern science has started to confirm many of the potential health benefits associated with cinnamon. Cinnamon has antimicrobial and antifungal properties, which is why it is often found in dental hygiene products and is sold as cinnamon supplements. It is also a good source of antioxidants, substances that inhibit the effect of free radicals, reactive atoms that can damage cells. Due to its anti-inflammatory nature, cinnamon is currently being researched for its potential to fight Alzheimer's disease and decrease symptoms of irritable bowel syndrome and colon cancer. 6. Studies also suggest that cinnamon has anti-diabetic properties and may offer protection from cancer and cardiovascular disease, among other conditions. However, more evidence is needed to confirm cinnamon's benefits. In the short term, consuming moderate amounts of cinnamon as a spice or as a supplement seems to be safe for most people. However, cinnamon contains coumarin. This is a natural flavoring, but it also plays a role in creating warfarin, the common blood-thinning drug. Consuming too much coumarin can lead to liver damage and affect coagulation. Answer the following questions based on the above passage. 1. Complete the sentence appropriately. The characteristic aroma and flavor of cinnamon originate from its essential oil, primarily composed of cinnamaldehyde. Paragraph 1. 2. Based on the reading of the passage, examine in about 40 words how cinnamon derived from the trees is made fit to be used as a spice. Paragraph 1. Cinnamon is made by cutting the stems of cinnamon trees. The inner bark is extracted and the woody parts are removed. When the bark dries, it curls into rolls called cinnamon sticks, which can also be ground into cinnamon powder. 3. Mention one point of difference between Ceylon cinnamon and cassia cinnamon. Paragraph 2. Ceylon cinnamon is sweeter and lighter in flavor, whereas cassia cinnamon has a robust, rich, and somewhat bitter flavor. 4. Complete the sentence appropriately. The author says that cinnamon was once more valuable than gold because it was highly sought after for embalming and religious practices, and later became the most profitable spice in trade. Paragraph 3. 5. What is the tone of the writer in the given lines from paragraph 5? Rationalize your responses in about 40 words. Tone, appreciative and informative. The writer highlights cinnamon's long history of medicinal use and connects traditional knowledge with modern scientific research. This shows admiration for the spice while also maintaining an informative and research based approach. 6. The writer's use of the phrases modern science has started to confirm in paragraph 5 and more evidence is needed to confirm in paragraph 6 suggests that the benefits of cinnamon are 1. Proven, 2. Scientific, 3. Uncertain, 4. Controversial, 5. Harmful. Select the correct option. A. 1 and 3, B. 2 and 4, C. Only 3, D. Only 5. Correct answer C. Only 3. 7. Which of the following statements about cinnamon and its health benefits is true? A. Modern science has evidence to prove that cinnamon has many anti-diabetic properties and it offers complete protection from cancer and cardiovascular disease. B. Cinnamon lacks antimicrobial and antifungal properties, making it unsuitable for dental hygiene products. C. Antioxidants found in cinnamon have no effect on free radicals in the body. D. Cinnamon's anti-inflammatory properties are being researched for its potential benefits in Alzheimer's disease, irritable bowel syndrome, and colon cancer. Answer D. 7. Which of the following statements best describes the author's attitude towards cinnamon and its uses? A. Finds cinnamon to be a price condiment which can be used in almost all food items. B. Believes that cinnamon should be used by everyone every day. C. Recognizes that cinnamon has many useful properties, including health benefits. D. Believes that cinnamon should only be used as a medical supplement. The answer is C. Question 2. 1. When planning vacations, Indians typically prioritize domestic destinations as shown by Ministry of Tourism data, indicating 1.7 billion domestic tourist visits within India compared to 21 million international departures in 2022. Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, and Karnataka stand out as the top states for domestic tourism. Reasons for domestic tourism are many. Some travel because it suits their budget, while the government today is focusing on tourist-friendly infrastructure, which is making travel more convenient for the domestic traveler. 2. In terms of outbound tourism, a significant proportion of Indian travelers, totaling 5.9 million, visited the United Arab Emirates in 2022, comprising 28% of total outbound tourist travel. Other Gulf states, such as Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and Kuwait, also rank among the top destinations with 2.4 million. That's 8,80,000 and 8,30,000 Indian visitors, respectively. Additionally, countries like the United States and United Kingdom attract a considerable number of Indian tourists because these countries offer a mix of traditional and contemporary experiences along with enjoying unique cuisines and diverse landscapes. 3. The popularity of Gulf states and the US may be influenced by migration trends. The current issue of the International Organization for Migrations, IOM, World Migration Report highlights significant migration flows from India to the United Arab Emirates, the United States, and Saudi Arabia. For instance, the Emirates hosted approximately 3.6 million Indian migrants as of August 2023. Only 2 corridors have more people transferred from one country to another as of 2020, according to the IOM. Mexico to the United States with around 11 million, and Syria to Turkey with approximately 4 million. These migration corridors rank among the top 10 globally. Answer the following questions based on the above passage. 1. What is the use of the phrase prioritize domestic destinations by the writer in paragraph imply? A. Indian tourists prefer places in the country itself. B. Indian tourists like to stay at home. C. Indian tourists mainly travel on low budgets. D. Indian tourists love to hitchhike and trek. The answer is A. 2. Fill in the blanks with the appropriate option from those given in brackets based on your understanding of paragraph 2. The statement that the World Migration Report highlights significant migration flows from India to the United Arab Emirates, the United States, and Saudi Arabia is a fact because it is an objective detail. 3. Draw a comparative analysis of domestic tourists traveling within India and domestic tourists traveling outside India in 2022. Answer in about 40 words. In 2022, India recorded 1.7 billion domestic tourist visits within the country, showing a strong preference for domestic travel. In contrast, international departures were only 21 million, indicating that fewer Indians traveled abroad compared to those exploring destinations within India. 4. Complete the following with a suitable reason. Gulf states rank as popular destinations for Indians because of strong migration links, employment opportunities, and a large Indian migrant population in these countries. 5. Select the option that is true for the assertion and reason given below. Assertion: Indians prioritize Uttar Pradesh and Andhra Pradesh for domestic tourism. Reason: these states are full of historical monuments. A. Both the assertion and reason are true, and the reason is the correct explanation of the assertion. B. Both the assertion and the reason are true, but the reason is not the correct explanation of the assertion. C. The assertion is true, but the reason is false. And D. The assertion is false, but the reason is true. Answer B. 6. Complete the sentence appropriately. The fourth most visited outbound destination for Indians to the Gulf is Kuwait. 7. Mention any two reasons for domestic tourism becoming popular. 1. Domestic travel suits different budgets. 2. People enjoy exploring India's historical and cultural diversity. 7. What is the writer's view about the tourism industry in the West? Write any 2 points. 1. Western countries like the United States and the United Kingdom attract Indian tourists. 2. These countries offer a mix of traditional and contemporary experiences along with diverse cuisines and landscapes. 9. Identify the word in paragraph 3 that indicates the preference of people traveling to the Gulf. Popularity. Section B. Grammar and creative writing skills. Question 3.1. Fill in the blank by using the correct form of the word in brackets for the given portion of a letter. I believe that with your support and cooperate, we can find a mutually agreeable solution that meets the expectations of all stakeholders involved. Answer: I believe that with your support and cooperation, we can find a mutually agreeable solution that meets the expectations of all stakeholders involved. 2. Read the given sentence from an electric cooker's instruction manual. Identify the error and supply the correction in the sentence. For avoid damaging the appliance, do not immerse the electric cooker in water or any other liquid. Answer: error for avoid. Correction: to avoid. 3. Amit and Pallavi had a conversation about the inauguration of Pallavi's event. Report Amit's question. Did you manage to get any sponsors for the inauguration event scheduled for the next month? Answer: Amit asked Pallavi if she had managed to get any sponsors for the inauguration event scheduled for next month. 4. Read the dialogue between Bharti and her mother Geeta regarding Geeta's birthday plans. Select the correct option that reports the above dialogue. Bharti: do you want to go to a hill station on your birthday? Geeta: no, I want to stay at home and call my friends over. Bharti asked Geeta if she wanted to go to a hill station on her birthday. Geeta replied in the negative and said that A. She wanted to stay home and call her friends for celebrating. B. I wanted to stay home and call my friends to celebrate. C. She wanted to stay at home and call her friends over. D. She wants to stay home by calling her friends to celebrate. Answer: C. She wanted to stay at home and call her friends over. 5. Fill in the blank by choosing the correct option to complete the line of a notice placed on the notice board of a company. Please be informed that there will be a staff meeting in the conference room on Friday, 7 June at 10 a.m. It is dash for all to attend. Mandatory, obligatory, indispensable. Answer. Please be informed that there will be a staff meeting in the conference room on Friday, 7 June at 10 a.m. It is mandatory for all to attend. 6. Identify the error and supply correction for the given sentence from a preface of a book. Writing this book have been a journey of exploration and discovery. Answer. Error, have been. Correction, has been. 7. Select the option that identifies the error and supplies the correction for the opening line from an analytical paragraph. The advent of social media has revolutionized communication by connected people across the globe in unprecedented ways. Option, no, error, correction. A, has, have. B, communication, communicating. C, connected, connecting. D, in, for. Answer, C, connected, connecting. 8. Complete the given entry in a personal diary by filling the blank with the corrected option. Today was a roller coaster of emotions. It started off with a sense of excitement and anticipation as I dash on a new project at work. A, embarking. B, embark. C, embarked. D, have embarked. Correct answer is C, embarked. 9. Report the dialogue between a salesman and his customer by completing the sentence. Salesman, I have a wide range of sportswear. Customer, please show me something in cotton fabric which is suitable for summers. The salesman stated dash. The customer requested the salesman to show something in cotton fabric which would be suitable for summers. Answer. The salesman stated that he had a wide range of sportswear. The customer requested the salesman to show something in cotton fabric which would be suitable for summers. X. 10. Fill in the blank by choosing the correct option to complete an announcement on a flight. In 30 minutes, our flight attendants dash meal service. A, will begin. B, will begin. C, should begin. D, can begin. Answer, B, will begin. 11. Complete the line from a Save the Environment song by filling the blank with the correct option. Reduce, reuse, cycle, that's the key. Dash our world for you and me. A, for preserve. B, to preserve. C, to preserved. D, for preserved. Answer B, to preserve. 12. Identify the error and supply the correction for the following instruction put up for safe use of elevators. Please refrain by standing near the door as it could lead to an accident. Answer, error, by standing. Correction, from standing. 4. Attempt any one from A and B given below. A. As Kavita Rohit Ranjan of Suraj Apartments, Roshan Nagar, you feel that the increasing noise levels from construction activities, traffic and loud gatherings are disrupting the peace and tranquility of your neighborhood. This is particularly problematic during late hours and is impacting the sleep and well-being of residents. Write a letter to the DM of your city area in about 120 words stating the problem and requesting him to take necessary action for controlling the problem of noise. Give suitable suggestions. Answer. Suraj Apartments, Roshan Nagar, city, date. 2. City. The district magistrate. Subject. Complaint regarding increasing noise pollution in Roshan Nagar. Respected sir, I would like to bring to your notice the rising problem of noise pollution in our locality, Roshan Nagar. Continuous construction activities, heavy traffic movement, heavy traffic movement and loud social gatherings, especially during late hours, have disturbed the peace of the area. The excessive noise is affecting the sleep, health, and well-being of residents, including elderly people and children. I request you to kindly take necessary action by enforcing strict timings for construction work, regulating traffic noise, and restricting the use of loudspeakers during night hours. Strict penalties for violators will help control this problem. Yours sincerely, Kavita. B. You are Suman Sujit, an active member of your society's Save the Climate Club. You reside at 786 Hawa Colony, Saf Bagh. You feel concerned about the pressing problem of climate change and the urgent need for immediate action. Write a letter to the editor of a national daily in about 120 words suggesting measures to advocate sustainable practices in the community. Answer. 786 Hawa Colony, Safbag, City. Date. To the editor, a national daily. City. Subject: urgent need to promote sustainable practices to combat climate change. Sir, Madam, through the columns of your esteemed newspaper, I wish to highlight the serious issue of climate change and the need for immediate action. Rising temperatures, unpredictable weather patterns, and environmental degradation are affecting our daily lives. Communities must adopt sustainable practices such as reducing plastic use, conserving water and energy, promoting public transport, and increasing tree plantation drives. Schools, housing societies, and local bodies should conduct awareness campaigns to encourage eco friendly habits. Collective efforts at the community level can play a significant role in protecting the environment for future generations. Yours sincerely, Suman. 5. Attempt any one from A and B given below. A. Natural food typically refers to food that has not been processed or preserved in any significant way before it is consumed, while ultra processed food refers to food items that have been altered from their natural state through various methods. Given below is a table that differentiates between natural and processed foods. Study the description given and write an analytical paragraph in about 120 words, drawing a comparison between the two. Answer. Natural food refers to food that is consumed in its natural form without undergoing significant processing. It is rich in fiber, healthy nutrients, and healthy fats, and contains low sodium levels. Natural food helps regulate blood sugar and blood pressure while providing essential nutrients to the body. In contrast, processed food is altered from its natural state and is often high in sugar, unhealthy nutrients, unhealthy fats, and sodium. Though processed food is tasty, ready to eat, and addictive, excessive consumption can lead to health problems such as obesity and heart disease. While processed food offers convenience, natural food is more beneficial for maintaining long term health and overall well being. B. Social media has a lasting impact on our thought process and influences our thinking in both positive and negative ways. With the help of the given cues and using your own ideas, write an analytical paragraph on the impact of social media on teenagers in about 120 words. Here's an answer. Social media has a significant impact on teenagers, influencing their behavior and thought processes. On the positive side, it helps teenagers connect with peers, express creativity, access information, and build online communities. It also provides platforms for learning and sharing ideas. However, excessive use of social media can negatively affect teenagers. It may impact self esteem due to constant comparison, expose them to cyberbullying, and lead to privacy intrusion. Social media can also become a source of distraction and addiction, affecting academic performance and mental health. Therefore, while social media offers many benefits, balanced usage and proper guidance are essential to ensure a healthy impact on teenagers. Section C. Literature. 6. Read the following extracts and answer the questions for any one of the given two, A or B. A. He felt certain that his wings would never support him, so he bent his head and ran away back to the little hole under the ledge where he slept at night. Even when each of his brothers and his little sister, whose wings were far shorter than his own, ran to the brink, flapped their wings, and flew away, he failed to muster up courage to take that plunge which appeared to him so desperate. His father and mother had come around calling to him shrilly, upbraiding him, threatening to let him starve on his ledge unless he flew away. But for the life of him, he could not move. Two stories about flying. His first flight. 1. State any one inference about the parents of the baby seagull from the given statement. His mother and father had come around calling to him shrilly, upbraiding him, threatening to let him starve on his ledge unless he flew away. Answer. The parents were strict but caring, as they wanted the young seagull to overcome fear and learn to fly independently. 2. Where did the little seagull sleep at night? Answer. The little seagull slept in a little hole under the ledge. 3. Which factors contributed to the young seagull's reluctance to fly despite the encouragement and threats from his parents? Elaborate in about 40 words with reference to the extract. The young seagull was afraid that his wings would not support him and that he would fall into the sea. The plunge appeared dangerous to him, and his fear and lack of confidence stopped him from flying despite encouragement and threats. 4. Which phrase or word would correctly substitute muster up in the given sentence from the extract? He failed to muster up courage to take that plunge which appeared to him so desperate. A. Review. B. Resolve. C. Distribute. D. Gather. Answer is D. Gather. 7. Read the following extracts and answer the questions for any of the given two, A or B. A. Some say the world will end in fire. Some say in ice. From what I've tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. Fire and ice. 1. The speaker offers evidence to support his preference for one theory over the other. Mention the evidence. Answer. The speaker's own experience of desire serves as evidence for his belief that fire can destroy the world. 2. What is the prediction of the poet about how the world will come to an end? Answer in about 40 words. Answer. The poet predicts that the world may end either in fire or in ice. Fire represents destructive desire, while ice represents hatred and cold indifference. Based on human emotions, the poet feels fire is more likely, though ice could also cause destruction. 3. Fire and ice are used in the poem as A. Similes, B. Metaphors, C. Repetition, D. Oxymorons. Answer B. Metaphors. 4. Comment on the overall mood of the extract. Answer. The mood of the extract is reflective and serious as the poet thoughtfully considers the destructive nature of human emotions. 8. Answer any 4 of the following 5 questions in 40 to 50 words each. 1. What strategy did the mother adopt to teach the young seagull how to fly? 2 stories about flying. His first flight. Answer. The mother tempted the young seagull with food by holding a piece of fish near him and flying just out of reach. Driven by hunger, he jumped forward instinctively, flapped his wings, and discovered that he could fly. 2. Why does the tiger in the zoo ignore the visitors? A tiger in the zoo. Answer. The tiger ignores the visitors because he is imprisoned behind bars and has become accustomed to their presence. His freedom is restricted and his natural instincts are suppressed, making him indifferent to the people who come to see him. 3. Why is the baker very important to the village folk? Glimpses of India, a baker from Goa. Answer. The baker is important because he supplies fresh bread daily to the villagers. Bread is essential for meals, festivals, and ceremonies. His arrival is eagerly awaited, and his presence supports the daily life and traditions of the village. 4. Why did the poet not console the grief-stricken boy when he lost the ball? The ball poem. Answer. The poet did not console the boy because he wanted him to learn the reality of loss. He believed that experiencing grief would teach the boy responsibility, acceptance, and the understanding that loss is an inevitable part of life. 5. Saving money for the bus journey was not easy for Valli. Explain. Madam rides the bus. Answer. Saving money was difficult for Valli because she received only a small allowance and had many temptations to spend it. She controlled her desires, avoided treats, and patiently saved every coin to fulfill her wish of riding the bus. 9. Answer any 2 of the following 3 questions in 40 to 50 words each. How did Ossible get rid of Max, the midnight visitor? Ossible got rid of Max by inventing a story about a balcony outside his hotel room. When there was a knock at the door, Max panicked, assumed it was the police, and jumped out of the window, falling to his death. 2. Why does Madame Loisel hastily depart from the ball when her husband places a modest wrap on her shoulders? The necklace. Answer. Madame Loisel leaves the ball hurriedly because she feels ashamed of her modest wrap. She fears it will reveal her poverty and destroy the illusion of wealth and elegance she tried to create at the ball. 3. In time, you will be more learned than anyone else in the village. Then no one will ever be able to laugh at you. What effect did her teacher's words have on Bholi? Elaborate. Bholi. Answer. Her teacher's words filled Bholi with confidence and hope. She gained self respect and motivation to study hard. For the first time, she believed in her abilities and felt determined to overcome fear and humiliation. 10. Answer any one of the following two questions in 100 words. A. Analyze and evaluate the role of faith in A Letter to God and The Sermon at Banaras. Answer. In A Letter to God, Lencho's faith in God is absolute and unquestioning. He believes God will help him recover his losses caused by the hailstorm. His faith gives him hope and strength, but also makes him doubt human kindness. In the Sermon at Banaras, faith is presented as acceptance of universal truth. Gautam Buddha teaches that death is inevitable and attachment leads to suffering. Instead of blind belief, the sermon promotes understanding, wisdom, and inner peace. Both texts highlight faith as powerful, but Lencho's faith is emotional and personal, while Buddha's message is philosophical and enlightening. B. Explore the contrasting images of the tiger in A Tiger in the Zoo and the tiger in How to Tell Wild Animals. Answer. In A Tiger in the Zoo, the tiger is shown as imprisoned, helpless, and angry due to confinement. His strength and freedom are restricted behind bars. In contrast, How to Tell Wild Animals presents the tiger humorously and dangerously, emphasizing its ferocity and power in the wild. The first poem evokes sympathy for the caged tiger, while the second uses humor to highlight the danger of encountering a wild tiger. 11. Answer any one of the following two questions in 120 words. How did Anil bring about a change in Hari Singh, the thief's story? Answer. Anil brought about a change in Hari Singh through trust, kindness, and patience. Although Although Anil understood Hari's dishonest nature, he provided him with shelter, food, and work without suspicion. When Hari stole money and later returned it, Anil did not punish him. When Hari stole money and later returned it, Anil did not punish him. Instead, he accepted him silently and promised to teach him to read and write. This generosity made Hari feel ashamed of his actions. Anil's faith awakened Hari's conscience and encouraged him to give up stealing. Through understanding rather than strict discipline, Anil transformed Hari Singh into an honest individual. B. In what ways does Think Tank misinterpret innocent nursery rhymes as threats to the Martians, the book that saved the Earth? Answer. Think Tank repeatedly misinterprets innocent nursery rhymes because of his ignorance, arrogance, and lack of understanding of Earth culture. He takes the rhymes literally and assumes they describe dangerous weapons and hostile intentions. For example, he believes that the cow jumping over the moon refers to Earth's advanced space technology and that the silver spoon is a powerful weapon. He also misunderstands Humpty Dumpty as a code for a secret military operation. His exaggerated fear and false assumptions lead him to believe that Earth is preparing an attack on Mars. As a result, he orders the Martians to flee, thereby saving Earth. And with this, we come to an end of English 2025 CBSE 10th Standard Solved Paper. This is Kunal Kohli. Follow us for many more solved papers.